Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of Morgan's friends that are joining us for today's video. Now, today we're going to be talking about quality control, which is another part of testing your code to make sure that it's okay. All right. Now, again, this is going to be very high level because what they are talking about is they're talking about creating these test cases in your code. Well, we don't have any code and we haven't made any test cases, and they're not showing us any examples on what a test case looks like. Okay, they just show us what libraries to use and what methods to use in those libraries to run the tests. Okay, and I've taken this code and I've cut and pasted into our sample code, and we'll show it. But if we were to try and run this, it would freaking blow sky high because we don't have any test cases set up and to test. Anyway, with that, let's get the boring part over.
Quality control. One approach for developing high-quality software is to write tests for each function as it is developed and to run those tests frequently during the development process. The doc test module provides a tool for scanning a module and validating tests embedded in a program's doc strings. Test construction is as simple as cutting and pasting a typical call along with its results into the doc string. This improves the documentation by providing the user with an example, and it allows the doc test module to make sure the code remains true to the documentation.
Thanks for explaining all that, but not explaining us how to make our own test cases. But whatever, we'll figure it out, and we will.
The Unitest module is not as effortless as the doc test module, but it allows a more comprehensive set of tests to be maintained in a separate file.
Oh, sounds much more complicated, probably for bigger projects. All right, with that, let's get over and let's take a look at the code. All right, and here we are in the code, pretty much right out of the example. And you see where I have commented out the actual lines that would execute the testing, because it'll all blow up. And if we ran this, the only output there'd really be was the example 1 and example 2. So anyway, I'm not even going to run the code. Now, why did I create the code to begin with? Because we're coming back to this code at a later date, but not right now. But I want you to have it, look at it. Example 1, example 2. I want you to have it so that when the time comes, we'll come back and we'll build from this. And let me tell you, it's gonna get a lot more complicated once we put in some test cases, because test cases are like potato chips. You can't have just one. You put in one test case, and then all of a sudden, you got to put in another and another and another. It's just human nature, I suppose. Anyway, with that, it's a short video, so go out, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Enjoy.